Talking Holy Redeemer basketball, coach, totally changed team this year. You're going to lean on Mark Atherton. You're going to lean on George Sabatini. Talk a little bit about those guys.
Heck yeah. You know, last year we had the team, we started 5 seniors, which is somewhat of a unique thing, and we never really did that before, but last year that's the way that it broke out. But George and Mark were 6 and 7, and there was nights when guys were sick or banged up, rolled ankle, and spot starts. They picked up all those minutes, and working out with those guys in the gym and practice, I think really prepared Mark and George to be able to kind of slide right into that leadership role this year. And 3 or 4 games in, I can't ask for much more from those guys. They've been great. They're very coachable. They listen to what we're saying as coaches, and then they try to also, you know, pass that on to their teammates, which is all we could ask for.
The gym, it's a special place playing here at Holy Redeemer. They've done a tremendous job with making this place bright, and you know, the student section gets real rowdy here. Talk what it's like when you do get to play at home here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate, and I think that's what I say to my coaches all the time. This is my alma mater. I mean, I'm a Bishop O'Reilly grad, but obviously the Catholic school system is where I came from, and my kids came through here, so it's special. I think the school does a great job. They support our program as much as they can. Obviously, the students do, and the kids do as well here, and it's just, I don't know, it's just different. And some of my other coaches that have been in and out with me have said like they've coached at different places, and they can't ever really sometimes pinpoint it, but they said there is something different just about, you know, the approach and the mentality, so to speak. Yeah.
You got good enthusiasm here. You got a nice big roster. Talk about having kids here at Holy Redeemer that want to play basketball. It's always a great thing.
It's great, yes. I love it, and again, we're blessed and very fortunate at that too. I say sometimes for me as a coach, that's probably one of the most difficult parts of coaching. Is last year we had too large of a roster where we needed to cut a significant amount of guys and be able to stand with them and say, hey fellas, look, I appreciate all the energy and the effort, but numbers wise it's just not going to work out. You didn't do anything wrong, it's nothing against you, but it's something that, you know, myself and my athletic director, Mr. Aquilino, we're always trying to keep, you know, a reasonable number where we can get a good mix of guys in practice and in the games and stay competitive, but, you know, keep our roster healthy. Our junior high program is really healthy and successful right now as well too, so that's always positive.
George Sabatini is the kind of guy that, like, growing into his body, I saw glimpses of him last year, like, man, this kid's got great upside. Then over the summer you hear, okay, Bloomsburg offered this kid BSAC, and then you watch him on the floor this year, he's like a different cat. He's just got a long wingspan. He's got a lot of upside. His best basketball years are ahead of him.
Definitely, yeah. And I think even basketball IQ-wise, he has really grown tremendously. And I think a lot of that is a credit to, you know, Brian Coyle and the guys at NEPA Elite. I know George was like all over the place with them in the summer. And, you know, the more reps and the more experienced against that really good high-level talent, it's either you're going to get better or you're going to get run by. So, you know, I think even in the preseason this year, some of the guys, coaches in different places talking about, I think George is going to have a good year, and I think sometimes they kind of looked at me like, I don't know about that. I said, he got better over the summer. You wait and see, you know? So I think that I'm happy with where he's at. I think that he feels the same that we said, though. The best parts of his game are still yet to come for sure.
A kid like Mark Atherton, you know, his dad's a basketball coach, but man, tremendous soccer talent. But a kid that, like, now it's his time to shine. A kid that's a grinder.
Yeah.
Over the years, you know, he's getting these minutes, he's getting those minutes. And then he goes off for 22, which somehow, hey, he scores 22. That's awesome for basketball. But he's really not a basketball kid, even though he's from a basketball family. Grandfather legend, his dad's a great coach and a great family. But man, he can play the game of soccer too.
Just a super athlete, and I just think really a super kid overall. And like you said, he comes from a great family. His mom and dad are great people. And basketball-wise, with grandpa and coaching throughout, it's in the family, it's in the blood. But I feel like he picked up almost more about leadership and engagement with people, as well as all the physical talents and attributes, because I know he was a leader for the soccer team. I know that he's a leader for us on our team. I feel like he's a leader in the whole school and within the student body as well. Homecoming court and all kind of stuff, great GPA. Wherever he ends up in college, man, they're going to get a great kid. So, I mean, like, I will be disappointed to see him go.
roles otherwise on this squad. There's other guys that can just, hey, I need you to score 4 points. I need you to just play defense. I need you to go after number 4 and guard him. He goes to the bathroom, you know, whatever that is.
Yep.
You need guys like that on this squad this year.
Yeah, and I feel like we definitely have that. And I think that, you know, early on here, we're still definitely trying to figure out some of those pieces. But that's something consistently that me and my coaches have been saying to these guys. We really do like our pieces. It's early on. We're inexperienced in replacing a lot, but we like the pieces that we have. And later on in the season, as we start to figure it out, getting those guys in the right roles at the right times, I think we can have a nice club later on in the year.
All right, Coach, keep working hard.
Yes, sir. Thank you, buddy.